TNA Wrestling presents Countdown to Against All Odds.
Tonight, the fans are filing inside the Mullet Arena on the campus of Arizona State University in the greater Phoenix area. TNA Wrestling is proud to welcome you to the Countdown to Against All Odds. And tonight, in our main event, it will be the notorious attraction, Elijah, who attempts to take back the TNA World Championship from NXT's Trick Williams. And by the way, the TNA World Champion has yet to arrive this evening at Against All Odds.
Ladies and gentlemen, I am the personal concierge. You shut your mouths because I have important things to say. Did you know that Arizona University has the most STDs in the entire United States of America?
We're at Arizona State, so nice job.
Hey, but not to worry, because most of you wrestling fans are all a bunch of 40-year-old virgins, including that idiot in a TV truck and a tie. You're all a bunch of degenerates, so shut your mouths. I would proudly like to introduce the only three ladies in this building that are disease-free. So stand up and show some respect for the gorgeous, the beautiful Heather M. and Ash, the Elegance brand.
What a way, despite your attempt to interrupt, what a way to kick off everything here at Against All Odds. And oh my goodness, watch out, let me be poked, please. Oh my goodness gracious, the Elegance brand showing up and showing out.
So the personal concierge that just divulged a lot of personal information for these three ladies.
Look, the personal information he divulged is very much public record as far as this crowd, this audience here in Arizona, I'll have you know.
The last night on Impact, we saw Heather and M by Elegance defeat the team of Harley Hudson and Myla Grace in tag team action. And it was just a few weeks ago that we saw Ash by Elegance one-on-one with Laying Lee. Laying Lee defeating Ash by Elegance in that matchup ultimately helped Lee earn the Knockouts World title shot as she'll have tonight against Masha Slamovich. But still, there are strength in numbers for the Elegance brand.
Oh, it's not Brittany. You know what? It is the Elegance brand. And they are larger, badder, and stronger than ever.
First, the team of Harley Hudson and Myla Grace.
We've gotten to know a lot about Harley Hudson and Myla Grace over the last few weeks. Saw them in action, their Impact debut last night.
And their tag team partners, Zaya Brookside.
Meanwhile, last night's edition of Impact, well, polar opposites for Zaya Brookside, opposite Harley Hudson and Myla Grace, because Zaya Brookside competed in Monsters Ball in an attempt to put this rivalry with Rosemary behind her for a number of weeks. Rosemary was attempting to push Zaya Brookside to the dark side, trying to get Zaya Brookside to cheat, playing on the good nature of Brookside, but ultimately, Zaya Brookside proved her mettle in Monsters Ball.
I mean, if that was the mission of Rosemary, mission accomplished, an entire new side of Zaya Brookside was brought out and then some, vanquishing the Demon Assassin in Monsters Ball.
A milestone victory for Zaya Brookside in her career here in TNA Wrestling. Tonight she'll team up with Harley Hudson and Myla Grace. Granted, the Elegance brand has got to be extremely close-knit, but still a lot of history between Brookside, Grace, and Hudson dating back to their time competing in the United Kingdom, all around Europe, came up amongst the same circuits. This is, Mila Grace from Belfast, Northern Ireland, to start things off against the latest Elegance brand product reveal, M by Elegance.
And what a product it is, and it's being defaced here by Mila Grace.
And a tag made, in comes Harley Hudson. I want to thank you to everyone watching the Countdown to Against All Odds live and free worldwide on TNA Plus, as well as YouTube, Twitch, Facebook.
Cover here from Hudson to get it done early, kick out.
And all of TNA's social and digital platforms. And a reminder, if you're not already watching us on TNA Plus, you can use the promo code ODDS25 now. And new subscribers will get 1 free month of TNA Plus, including Against All Odds tonight. Off the leg drop. Here's the cover. Trying to win this 6 knockouts tag team match and a kick out. Head to watch.tnawrestling.com to sign up. And again, use the promo code ODDS25. New subscribers will get 1 free month of TNA Plus. Right now, the referee trying to control Brookside's team behind the referee's back. The Knockouts World Tag Team Champions strike.
Oh my goodness, you gotta stand up and cheer for a move like that. Hudson got planted. Watch this. Take a look back at the beautiful teamwork here from the Elegance brand. Heather and Ash doing it to it. The senton smashing Hudson to the floor.
Ash and Heather capturing the championships back in March at Sacrifice in El Paso, Texas. Tonight, we're in the greater Phoenix area. Tomorrow night, we'll be right back here. Tempe, Arizona, the campus of Arizona State University for TNA Impact. 2 weeks from tonight. June 20th and the 21st. 2 nights of TNA Impact in Pittsburgh.
Cover here.
Kick out there by Harley Hudson. And we are, of course, on the road to Slammiversary, Sunday, July 20th, live on pay-per-view and TNA Plus at the UBS Arena on Long Island, New York. You can get your tickets now for all these events at TNAWrestling.com.
Incredible face buster there.
Over by M and a kick out from Harley Hudson. And the success of TNA Wrestling would not be without the assistance and partnership of other great wrestling companies here in the greater Phoenix area. Special shout out to Steve Islis from Impact Zone Wrestling and Ian Messenger from Thunder Mountain Wrestling, helping to make this event and this weekend possible for TNA Wrestling.
Big shout out, known Steve many years. Happy to have his support as always. Just like the Elegance brand has had each other's back. You can't ask for anything better than that. That's family, that is work.
Cover, shoulders down and a kick out. Do you believe the Elegance brand?
Yes. Whatever it is, I believe in them, yes.
Do you believe the Elegance brand can become the greatest
Yes.
knockouts team in TNA history?
They can just become the greatest. I don't think you have to qualify it with anything else. That's just wasting time and energy. They are just the greatest. They inspire me, Tom.
I'm happy to hear that. This is the Elegance brand's first match as a trio. All right now. Harley Hudson able to escape. Heather trying to get to the corner. Mila Grace pulled off of the apron by M, but a tag's been made by Zaya Brookside.
Brookside again coming off that huge win now in Monsters Ball, looking to tear things up in this 6 knockouts tag. 3-on-1 here.
Double crossbody by Zaya Brookside. How motivated, how confident do you think Zaya Brookside's feeling tonight?
I mean, she's seen the level that she can take it to side of her that even she didn't believe was there. Look at this.
2 for 1 for Brookside. Here's the cover. Shoulders down, and it's broken up by M.
Just in the nick of time. Great teamwork from M by Elegance, but bam!
Belly to back suplex there by Mila Grace. Calls herself that girl. A tag made, in comes Grace.
Now, pretty good teamwork here from Grace and Brookside and company. Hell of a move there.
Nice move there by Mila Grace. Isn't enough to win the matchup. And broken up with a single leg drop kick.
Nasty drop kick from Heather by Elegance, but now Harley Hudson back into the fray.
And a stunner. Bump kick by M. That size. Those long legs. Double knees, the code breaker.
The hits just keep on coming. My God, Brookside folded in half.
A Meteora from Ash by Elegance. Now it's Mila Grace looking to put an end to the song and dance. And a shot there with the trident personal concierge. The referee didn't see the illegal contact.
A pair of kicks from Em and Heather, and rarefied air has got to seal the deal.
The Elegance brand wins.
Here are your winners, the team of M, Heather, and Ash by Elegance.
What a win. Surprising to absolutely no one. The Elegance brand, to your point, in their first time united.
Feast your eyes
Yes!
on the greatest TNA Knockouts Tag Team Champions of all time. Feast your eyes on the best looking TNA Knockouts Tag Team of all time. You know, not since Cleopatra have you seen such beauty and power. Ladies and gentlemen, they are unstoppable. They are unmatchable. I give you the Elegance brand.
You gotta love it.
Wait a
Hold
minute.
up.
Raywald. Could it be? Yes!
Where did they come from?
Jesse McKay, Cassie Lee, the inspiration, the women's tag team is back.
I don't know if you saw that. They made their intentions very clear, and look at that, already set to go. The brand new Inspiration t-shirt is available now? Are you kidding me? Right now on TNAmerch.com.
The inspiration is back in TNA Wrestling for the first time in years. What a way to begin against all odds.
Oh my God! The unthinkable has happened. You know who's held this goal before? None of them can compare to Trick Williams.
No matter who it is, me and my big brother will be champions forever.
If you beat me, you are the director of authority.
You fight for them, you fight for all of us.
TNA Wrestling presents Against All Odds. Tonight on TNA Plus.
Hotch, I don't like this. Something about tonight just doesn't feel right. I'm scared for you.
No, listen, Tasha. I'll be fine, okay? I've gone through much worse in my life, trust me. Just promise me you'll be in my corner. We'll get through this together.
Members of Order 4. Tonight, everyone's loyalty will be tested. Hotch, actions have consequences, and tonight you will face those consequences. Skylar, the truth must be heard. Therefore, you will be doing commentary tonight. And Miss Steels, you will represent all of Order 4 when you stand in my corner tonight. Any questions?
Hey, it's me. Listen, you're the only one that he'll listen to. Can you help me out? Great.
Who is Tasha Steelz calling? She made a similar call like that last night on Impact.
Well, that's what I want to know. Ali is making things very clear for that match with Jason Hotch later on. Meanwhile, Steele's talking to who knows.
Speaking of order, we're hoping tonight to restore some sort of order within TNA Wrestling because Santino Marella is going one-on-one with Robert Stokes.
Oh,
Steph?
I am so sick of hearing about how dangerous Steve Macklin is. You want to talk about danger? You think my man got the nickname Southern Psycho by playing nice? Steve Macklin, I know you're all about respect, But tonight, I promise you, Mance Warner is gonna disrespect the hell out of you. It doesn't matter. I don't care how many wars that you've fought in, because nothing will match being in a fight with Mance. So you can kiss that TNA International Championship goodbye, because tonight it comes home with the hottest couple in all of TNA. And if you have a problem with that, tell someone who cares.
Thank you to Steph DeLander for sharing her thoughts. Steve Macklin will defend the TNA International Championship against Mance Warner to kick off Against All Odds. But as I was saying, tonight we're going to find out who will officially be TNA's Director of Authority.
My name is Robert Stone, and you, Santino, are officially under review. If you make one mistake, I'll be reporting it.
I'm the liaison between NXT and TNA. You come from a wrestling family, and that may have gotten you through the front door. My family name, we built the foundation for the damn house. I took my family's legacy and I turned it to diamonds.
I want Tessa at Under Siege.
Santino, that's the first great idea that I've heard you have.
You look in my eyes. If you or Tessa try to make an example out of Ariana and you try to hurt her, I'm not going to be Santino Marella, the Director of Authority. Look at me now. I'm going to be Santino Marella, the father. I'm stepping down as Director of Authority for only one day, because I'm going to be reinstated after I destroy Robert Stone's act. You better be ready to go through hell, because the only way you're going to win is over my death body!
Tonight it is personal for Santino Marella, accompanied by his daughter, Ariana Grace, from NXT. Tonight he is not the Director of Authority. Tonight he is a combatant.
Maybe that's it. Maybe this has become too personal for Santino Marella. Too emotional. Robert Stone trying to make this about the business of TNA. Tonight we find out who is in charge of leading that business into the future.
Well, guys, tonight is the night. Everything's on the line. This might be my last night at TNA Wrestling. But it's not just for me wrestling, it's the place I poured my heart into. You know, the guys in the back, they looked up to me. I was able to pay it forward, help the next generation. It gave me purpose. And thank you. And Robert Stone wants to take all of it away, but Robert Stone doesn't care about the audience. He doesn't care about the people at home. He doesn't even care about TNA. He just wants the title beside his name. He doesn't want the responsibility. He just wants the clout. I can't let that happen. So, Robert Stone, I say this to you right now. If you want my job, come and get it, you son of a gun.
You are officially under review.
Ask and you shall receive. The sheriff is in the building.
Hold on a second. Look, being very, very honest, Santino, that was all very adorable. But the problem is, TNA doesn't need adorable. TNA needs Robert Stone. And hey, I mean, I'm not a bad guy. Yeah, after I beat you tonight, Santino, you're gonna be gone. But Ariana Grace, I'll make you my personal maid. Look, the reality is tonight, TNA is officially ran by me, and there is not a damn thing that you can do about it.
There is something I can do about it. And I'll tell you what it's gonna be. Because tonight I fight for myself, I fight for baby Ariana, and you know who I fight for? All the families watching at home. The grandmother, the grandfather, the mother, the father, the brother, the sister, everyone that gathers around in the living room and the family room, and they love watching wrestling, and they build memories. I fight for those kids.
The complete is in the impact zone.
The hell is Matt Cardona doing here?
It is no secret that I'm a free agent, okay? I don't work for any company. Not TNA, not WWE, not your cousin's backyard fed. So I don't owe anybody anything, which means I'm the perfect man to call this match right down the middle. So as per TNA management, you're looking at the special guest referee for tonight's match, Robert Stone versus Santino Marella. WWE guy versus TNA guy. Who cares? Both companies screwed me over. So trust me when I say I'm gonna call this right down the middle.
Well, I really hope that you're telling the truth, Matt Qdoba. Okay? And Robert Stone, maybe you didn't read the tiny little letters at the bottom of the contract, because there's one thing I forgot to tell you. You see, tonight, the Cobra is legal!
This whole thing just got turned upside down, Ray Walt.
A legal Cobra. Cardona as the special guest referee. It all goes down. The fate of TNA hangs in the balance tonight and against all odds.
Beyond that, not just the Director of Authority job, but also can Elijah take back our TNA World Championship from NXT's Trick Williams? The entire landscape of this company changed at WWE Battleground.
This could completely change the landscape of the industry. It is time for history. Face first on the TNA World title. Trick shot. That time under the jaw. Oh my God! What happened here tonight will echo through eternity.
All of us here in TNA Wrestling are still reeling from the events at WWE Battleground.
It is now Trick and A.
Something going on beneath the surface, Trick. You're not calm. You're cracking already. And that's because you're built on hype, not heart. You were not born to win.
Yo, champion of TNA, I really do feel bad. And it's not about Joe Hendry no more. It's not about Elijah.
It all starts within. That's where legends begin.
It's time for a rebrand.
I've been in the trenches. Went to war with so-called wrestling gods.
I'm gonna take your fans, I'm gonna take your brand, and it's probably gonna make you sick, man.
So bring the championship belt. I'll baptize you both in my light. Bring that TNA championship home to stay. And find out why in TNA we walk this way.
Listen, we're going to attempt to be unbiased tonight, but selfishly, I'm rooting for Elijah to bring back the TNA World Championship to this company, especially what after happened this past Tuesday night live on NXT, the betrayal by First Class, helping Trick Williams retain against Mike Santana.
I mean, obviously, AJ Francis, Casey Navarro, they've got some kind of plan. They've got some kind of idea. They think Trick Williams is the guy to lead them to where they need to go. I don't see it. For the first time, I may agree with you, Hannafin. We need to bring this title back home.
It's selfishness versus perseverance, and at the same time, Joe Hendry returns to TNA Wrestling tonight to compete for the first time since losing the title at WWE Battleground. What kind of mood is Hendry going to be in?
I mean, I hope he's in the mood to win, because that's exactly what you're going to need to do to bounce back into it, to get back to potentially that world title.
Well, right now, let's take a look at the card for this evening at Against All Odds. It gets underway live worldwide at the top of the hour on TNA Plus. We'll kick things off with Steve Macklin defending his TNA International Championship against the Southern Psycho, Mance Warner.
And then there will be a huge 8-man tag team match as every member of the system teams up to take on Leon Slater, the Hardys, and a mystery opponent yet to be revealed.
Beautiful to see the Hardys back in action here in TNA Wrestling and reunited. As I was talking about this past Tuesday night on NXT, it was First Class who betrayed this company and screwed Mike Santana out of the TNA World Championship. We understand that Francis and Navarro have invited Mike Santana to be on the First Class penthouse tonight, but I can tell you at this time, Mike Santana has not yet arrived at the building tonight here in Tempe, Arizona.
And here amongst Order 4, things have gotten very heated. Splinters have started to form after getting physical with Tasha Steelz over the last couple of weeks. Jason Hotch stepped up to Mustafa Ali to send him a...
Oh, wait a minute. We mentioned it at the top of the countdown to Against All Odds. It appears the TNA World Champion, NXT's Trick Williams, has finally arrived tonight here on the campus of Arizona State University, but I apologize.
The champ on his own schedule, but the former champ, Joe Hendry, as we said, will return to action in TNA as he goes one-on-one with the king of TNA, Frankie Kazarian.
Well, speaking of world championships, one of the more dominant Knockouts world champions of the last 5 years, Masha Slamovich, puts her title on the line against the lethal striker, Laying Lee, tonight at Against All Odds.
And the title matches keep on coming as the Nemeth brothers, the Hollywood Heels, will put their TNA World Tag Team Championships on the line as the Nemeths defend against the boys from the Treehouse, the Rascals.
And we heard moments ago what exactly Robert Stone and Santino Marella are fighting for, but this entire situation has taken a turn. Matt Cardona has been named the special guest referee per TNA management. Will Cardona actually call this down the middle? The Cobra is legal in this bout for Santino Marella. The winner will officially be TNA's Director of Authority. There are so many combustible elements in this match.
No doubt about it. We talked about the fate of TNA hanging in the balance. In this match, it absolutely does, as does it in our main event tonight at Against All Odds. We just talked about it. The champ has finally arrived to the building here. Trick Williams, after shocking the world and taking the TNA World Championship at NXT Battleground, will now defend it in a TNA ring. Can the notorious attraction Elijah bring it home as Trick Williams defends against Elijah in our main event?
I am so excited for tonight. For the first time since Bound for Glory 2012, TNA Wrestling is live from the greater Phoenix area. This is going to be a huge night of action. We are so excited for this, and selfishly, this is a monumental evening for this company. 23 years ago, this company beat the odds, defied the odds year after year, and tonight I expect everyone in this company to stand up and fight.
Absolutely. You know what? I expect the people of Arizona to stand up and fight, and there are 3 letters I want to hear all of you chant right now.
A reminder, this is your last chance. If you're not watching us live right now on TNA Plus, go to watch.tnawrestling.com and use the promo code ODDS25, ODDS25, and new subscribers will get 1 month free of TNA Plus, including Against All Odds tonight. Again, head to watch.tnawrestling.com and subscribe, and you can catch Against All Odds. Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? It is time for TNA Wrestling to present against all odds.
The TNA Wrestling World Championship. A championship that has been a symbol of the outlaws, the overlooked.
There's only one way out of here.
It represents the underdogs who carved their own path when the rest of the world seemed to slam the door. We still hear the echoes of doubt telling us we were never supposed to be more than a footnote in the history of professional wrestling.
It's all about total non-stop action.
Instead, we became the standard, the blueprint of what this business can be. We became a revolution. We became the company that refused to die. And the TNA Wrestling World Championship was earned in blood, sweat, and sacrifice. And when you held that championship, you represented the independence, the rebellion, and everything they said we could never be. The flag of TNA Wrestling now flies in the hands of an outsider. A man molded under a different banner, forged in a different system.
The TNA World Champion Trick Williams!
There may be no saving TNA from Trick Williams.
The standard has changed now. Trick Williams is in charge. I call the shots.
You're built on hype, not heart. You were not born to win. It all starts within. That's where legends begin. Bring that TNA championship home to stay. Find out why in TNA, we walk this way.
We are live in the greater Phoenix area on the campus of Arizona State University. Since day one, this company has beaten the odds, and 23 years later, we fight to take back what belongs to us. Tonight, TNA Wrestling is proud to present the 15th edition of Against All Odds. And we kick things off with a championship matchup.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the TNA International Championship. Introducing first the challenger, accompanied to the ring by Steph DeLander from Bucksnort, Tennessee, weighing in at 220 pounds, Mance Warner.
Well, we already heard from Steph DeLander earlier tonight on the countdown, and they have made their intentions very, very clear. There is no respect to be had. It is all about gold.
And his opponent from Rutherford, New Jersey, weighing in at 227 pounds, he is the TNA International Champion, Bulletproof Steve Macklin.
In the wake of an outsider capturing our TNA World Championship, the very first episode of Impact that followed WWE Battleground, it was this man, Bulletproof Steve Macklin, who stepped up and showed the world what a true TNA champion looks like. successfully defending the championship against Matt Cardona, who ironically will be a part of the matchup between Santino Marella and Robert Stone later on tonight as our special guest referee to determine TNA's Director of Authority. Tonight we fight for TNA's soul. Let's take a look at the headlines. Now, both Maclin and Warner were in the inaugural TNA International Title Tournament. Maclin became the first champion crowned at Unbreakable. Warner competed for an international title shot 3 weeks ago in a four-way matchup. And as Steph DeLander said on the countdown to Against All Odds, they want more gold added to their resume.
And we know just how dangerous the Southern Psycho can be. I mean, we're looking at two guys here who are not afraid to get down, dirty, and very bloody if necessary.
And what a way to begin the evening. Two absolute brawlers ready to go at it for the TNA International Championship. And as I said, that episode of Impact following Battleground, that was a statement made by Steve Maclin because our current TNA World Champion is NXT's Trick Williams. Couldn't even be bothered to show up live on that episode of Impact or last night's episode of Impact. He showed up late in the countdown to Against All Odds.
Our current champion, as weird as it might seem to say that about NXT's Trick Williams, obviously operating on his own schedule.
Warner out of the corner, trying to light up the chest of Maclin. Who do you give the edge to in this sort of match?
I mean, I give the edge to their elbows and their fists. I mean, again, you said it. These are two nasty, hard-hitting brawlers who are going to push each other to every limit.
The psycho knee there by Maclin. Maclin proved his mettle in the International Championship Tournament. And now it's Maclin, a scud delivered to Warner. Maclin would go on to defend successfully at Rebellion against Eric Young, then once again against EY in a bloody dog collar match that led to a minor skull fracture. The scar is on the forehead of Steve Maclin. That's what Matt Cardona went after during their title bout a few weeks ago.
Maclin proving his mettle, as he always does. Look out, Manser. The Southern Psycho laying prone on the floor here.
Maclin keeping an eye on DeLander, and the elbow drop delivered to Warner. Maclin has promised to hold the line as a fighting champion for TNA Wrestling.
To his credit, in between title defenses too, he's doing things like supporting the Tunnel to Towers Foundation, walking every single floor of One World Trade Center, representing his fellow men-in-arms.
And Maclin looking extremely confident here in the early goings of this TNA International Championship matchup. He's reigned as champion now for 50 days. A former TNA World Champion as well is Maclin. Maclin back inside. Title can only change hands via pinfall or submission in the ring.
Wait a second.
And it looked like DeLander grabbed Macklin's boot. I don't believe the referee saw that illegal contact, however.
Maclin was getting ready to bring Manser in the hard way. And now he's paid the price.
And a big forearm there by Warner. DeLander from the outside slowed up Maclin, grabbed a hold of his boot. That opened the door for Warner. The referee never saw DeLander get involved. Maclin out of the corner. These open palm strikes right to the collarbone, and now big forearm shots.
Look, Steve Maclin living up to FTE, front towards enemy. He does not stop pushing forward.
Maclin set off on the ropes. Spinebuster from Warner to capture the championship, and a kick out by Maclin.
It was Mance Warner who has gone on record as saying the worst pain you've ever felt in your life is just another day at the office for me. The man who took Sami Callihan to a brutal limit in Barbed Wire Massacre.
A match that will live in infamy. Maclin off of the ropes, able to level Mance Warner. Jam-packed house tonight here at the Mullet Arena on the campus of Arizona State University. We are live worldwide on TNA Plus for Against All Odds.
Macklin starting to come to, starting to come alive here. Nasty elbow.
Oh, now fence press here by Macklin. Macklin raining down these right hands on Warner.
Look out.
Going for an Olympic slam, and down goes Warner.
Does Macklin have the Southern Psycho where he wants him?
Oh, led him right to the middle of the ring to clobber him. Cover, oh, and Warner got the left shoulder up in time. The viciousness of Mance Warner cannot be underestimated, but it shows you just exactly what Macklin has done with the TNA International Championship, that it drew the eyes of Warner and DeLander.
I mean, it was Mance Warner and Seth DeLander who were literally standing by watching that brutal dog collar match with Eric Young a couple of weeks ago. And they were just foaming at the mouth, essentially, at the opportunity that's in front of them now.
And now Warner, oh, nearly got caught in the crosshairs, able to avoid DeLander in Macklin's face.
Look out, look out!
Oh, and Warner connected with the boot.
Just enough of a distraction there, and boom!
Charging at Macklin, connecting with the neck breaker on the outside.
Nasty landing for the international champion.
Again, the title can only change hands via pinfall or submission in the ring, not via countout or disqualification. We know that Warner can thrive in extreme environments, no disqualification environments, but can he play this game against Macklin and capture the title? Oh, head first goes Macklin, going after that previously fractured skull to win the title, and a kick out by Macklin.
Again, that fracture is a result of that barbarous dog collar match. Warner done his homework, had Macklin scouted, it seems here.
Oh.
Again, skull on skull contact.
Straight headbutt. Matt Cardona had a similar approach. It was a little bit more refined, I would say. I would say Mance Warner is a little bit more blunt.
Just a tad, as Macklin about to get blunt here.
Oh, God. Oh, and a DVD on the hardest part of the ring.
And Macklin's not stopping. He's not going to let that momentum slow down.
How's that for Blunt? And now Macklin going up top. Warner's down. But DeLander at ringside again, creating a distraction for Warner to take advantage.
It may not be an ODQ match, but they're going to use every little cut they can, every possible distraction to walk out of here with gold.
From the top turnbuckle, Warner and Macklin, oh my God, and a superplex!
That was almost disastrous there. But Macklin and Mance come in the hard way.
Steph DeLander checking on her fiance. Chance of this is awesome. For this opening matchup here at Against All Odds. There's the knee. Do we have a new champion? Macklin got the shoulder up.
Mance Warner has put a number of opponents away before with that knee. Macklin, though, stays alive.
Oh, bell clap there by Warner. Out of the corner, going for a tornado DDT again, going after the previously fractured skull, trying to win the title, and a kick out by Macklin.
Not quite, but it is getting closer and closer to that precious 3 count. Macklin gonna have to dig down deep.
Oh, you're going through hell. Keep going. You'll run into old Manser. Oh, now look at Macklin, who stared hell right in the eyes and kept on fighting. And Macklin throwing hands here with Mance Warner for the TNA International Championship. Ooh, gnarly boot there by Warner.
And one from Macklin in exchange.
Clubbing blows from both men. These two pulverizing each other for the International Championship.
Putting everything on the line. The physicality has been through the roof in this matchup.
Maclin able to avoid Warner, scoops him up. Oh, look out. Warner could be caught here.
Look out. Lined up.
Warner gets caught in the crosshairs.
And is it just a matter of moments now?
KIA!
Plants him.
Maclin retains the international title.
Here is your winner and still the TNA International Champion, Steve Maclin.
Maclin proving he can dance with the Southern Psycho here. Caught him in the crosshairs, and the rest was academic as he lines up the KIA and secures the win and holds on to the TNA International Championship.
What a way to begin Against All Odds tonight live in the greater Phoenix area. Maclin fighting for those 3 letters, fighting for TNA Wrestling, fighting to prove what a true champion looks like in this company. I hope Trick Williams pays attention.
No doubt about it. Maclin living up to everything he espouses, and that was a hell of a match to kick things off here tonight.
What a beginning to the evening here. Thank you for joining us around the world live on TNA Plus in 175 countries in Spanish, French, and in English. He's the Drama King, Matthew Raywalt. I'm Tom Hannafin. Now, speaking of champions in this company, later on tonight, we will see the X Division champion Moose in action in an 8-man tag team match.
That's right, a huge 8-man tag match featuring the System as they will take on Leon Slater, the Hardys, and a mystery opponent yet to be revealed.
Also, after this past Tuesday night on NXT, where First Class screwed Mike Santana out of the TNA World Championship against Trick Williams, Francis and Navarro have invited Santana to join them on the First Class penthouse. However, I'm being told Mike Santana has not yet arrived at the building.
And are there splinters forming within Order 4? After putting his hands on Tasha Steelz, Mustafa Ali will go one-on-one with Jason Hodge.
For the first time since losing the TNA World Championship at WWE Battleground, Joe Hendry is back and ready for action against perhaps his greatest TNA rival, Frankie Kazarian.
And the TNA Knockouts World title will be on the line as Masha Slamovich defends against Lei Ying Lee.
Also, the Nemeths defend the TNA World Tag Team titles against the Rascals.
And the Authority in TNA is on the line as the winner will officially be the TNA Director of Authority, and Matt Cardona will be the special referee in Santino Marella versus Robert Stone.
And in Elijah, in our main event, Elijah stands up on behalf of TNA Wrestling. He challenges NXT's Trick Williams for the TNA World Championship. For more on this, let's check in with TNA Wrestling's lead interviewer, Gia Miller.